So hi my aquarium friends. I've had a few inquiries here and there from different people, and another one today on growing plants, house plants out of your top of your fish tanks. Obviously not all plants can grow in water with the roots in the water. You wouldn't do it to a cactus, and there's a few other plants that I haven't even thought about even trying. But if they're from a rainforest, you're generally okay. And literally turn the camera around with my hand. I literally clean all the mud off first thing, and then I find a gap. Luckily I have little round holes in my big tank, and I just shove the plant in, as you see, and leave it to do its thing. It will take a little while for it to pull itself around. Some don't need anything whatsoever. They just go. They just grow. Transcentia, this one here, you literally just break it off here, stick it into water, and it'll grow a new root, as you would if you were taking cuttings for it, and the same as a devil's eye. It does quite well as well. And as you see, the peace lily over here, because I've got a different type of gap in here, he's wedged in there in the corner with his plastic holding him up in the air like that. The Transcentia, I've got a wire in here just holding it up and tied up to a hook there so that doesn't flop over. And then others, like the peace lily on this one, I have a piece of wool going up to the corner, that round it so it don't drop in, and the same as on this plant here. I'm not sure what this plant's called, but yeah, again, a bit of help, a bit of support. Roots are in there. This one's been in here now for probably about 3 weeks. So as you see, it's starting to grow nice new white roots in there, nice fresh ones. So it's starting to pull itself around. This was a thirsty plant anyway. You've got a plant that you're watering quite regularly, and you've got a fish tank, put it on top of your fish tank. You'll never have to worry about watering it ever again. Yeah. And again, lilies. Now this lily in here is quite a big thing, and I've got literally it just thrown in the corner there. There's as you see, a piece of the bogwood there, the stick of it, off of this big lump going up in the air, and it's just sitting on there so it don't drop into the water. And it's as simple as that. And that's how you grow plants out the top of your tanks. Just make sure that they, like I say, they're rainforest and they like it. Keep an eye on them. If it seems to be dying off and wilting, you don't like too much water, take it out, put it back in soil. But apart from that, just stick in there and wait, and hopefully everything will go good for you, like it does for me, and you'll soon have plants, house plants, coming out the top, as well as the plants within the aquarium. I do actually use aquatic soil underneath my gravel, which feeds the plants and the house plants, obviously, because it gets into the water, it leaches into the water from underneath, so it's feeding all the plants. If you don't have aqua soil, just add a bit of fertiliser. I generally use leaf zone myself on occasions, not very often, only for when I get holes. I've got a few holes in the leaves here now, so I put a little bit of leaf zone in the other day. The holes there are from potassium deficiency, and I also pushed a few root tabs, which are little tiny capsules, into the gravel round the roots of some of the plants, which helps feed them too. So that's a little video on the plants in your tank and going out your tank. Thank you very much. Goodbye.